Hello everyone and welcome back to the next episode of Stellaris with the Roman Empire, otherwise known as the Imperial Core. Now, a few things have changed since I last recorded. I had another issue with my recording software, meaning that we've skipped forward about 5 years in the timeline, and a few things have happened. First of all, the Chimps have declared their fealty to us as a bulwark. That's come at a severe cost to our economy, which we severely need to fix. Also, the Ozo Vestige declared war on the Praku. As we are the Imperial Core, we are obliged to either support them or not support them and come with some additional problems if we don't. And the Gagassians opened the Elgate cluster, so we're currently underway trying to get that sorted out. So a few things to crack on with today. We've only got 25 years left, and as you can see, our economy is in pretty much free fall at the moment, which is not ideal, it must be said. I'm trying to see if there's anything else we can do with our holdings here. I don't think we can. So for the time being, we're just going to have to deal with the consequences of that. We will be dealing with the terminal egress, but I don't think Stellaris likes me being over there too much. I think it causes some problems for the computer. So if we don't need to stay over there, we won't. Right now I need to focus on my economy. So I'm going to go to policies and edicts, which I think comes under government. Yes, it does. And I want to look at trade. So we're currently on wealth creation, so we can't change that. There might be something else we can do to sort out our crippling economy. It's now down to minus 2.4 thousand, which is not ideal. This is also because our ships are out on the move as well. So once our ships can finish up here, it'll be less of a concern, I would think. I think we'll manage. I just think we've got a lot of problems to do in the moment. We've got a lot of problems at the moment anyway. That being said, the addition of the Chims has pushed us up to very much winning the territory. However, we cannot win because the Elgate has been opened, and we therefore have a galactic crisis underway. Gray Tempest will be the next focus of the Galactic Empire. We just need this Comfort the Fallen thing to pass. Speaking of which, any spare construction ships that aren't doing anything? I sincerely hope that we finished creating what we needed to in terms of habitats, so let's go have a look. Something tells me we actually didn't, which is a problem. I was going to build myself a... I think I was in the process of building a mega structure here, wasn't I, outside of Roma? But I didn't. I must have cancelled it in the process. Science Nexus, where is it? Habitat Central Complex, which is a problem because it takes really quite some time to build. But we'll see if we can get one built in time, because it does also just give us some additional score. But I think because I came over here to Terminal Egress, I accidentally cancelled what I was building, which is unfortunate. We do have a lot of fleets over here, so much so that the game doesn't even want to enter the Terminal Egress system. There we go, you can see we've got a lot of fleets there. I'm not going to stay on there too long because it's going to cause us some problems. And I'm going to start sending some fleets, not all our fleets, but some of them, elsewhere. I'll send the 3 Zoltan's Pilgrims up to here, and then down to here, and we'll see what we find. Kinetic fire rate up, that's going to be useful to some extent. Really do some things that help with our economy. Well, I don't know if we need more living metal, to be perfectly honest. Let's go for destroy build patterns, because that's going to help us in the long run anyway. I think the 3 Zarkan's pilgrims can start clearing out some of the rest of this territory.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
There's going to be a few ships here. This one we can actually look at a little bit closer because there's not as many problems with the system here because there's not as many fleets that we have to deal with. We will take a few knocks here for sure, but I think we'll be okay. I mean, in essence, we're just trying to clear out some of these other areas. And we do have some of these allied fleets with us, so that's not a problem. Because having these additional allied fleets acts as a kind of buffer zone for us, if nothing else. So this is Karam. All these places we're discovering for the first time, so we don't really know what's going on here. These Gray Tempest fleets are strong, but there's not that many of them, so we should be able to clear through them without too many issues. More refugees arriving. You can actually come up here and research this system, and possibly also survey this system as well. I've brought all 3 of my science ships here and 2 construction ships here as well, in an effort to clear this out quickly, because once we clear this out, we're going to need to push for a victory pretty quickly. The Gagassians are here. I'm not also sure if they're helping us or not. But either way, we'll take the tech from these guys. We've still got a few fleets back here to help us out. I imagine there'll be a few more problems down here. Another... Ooh, that's going to be tough. There's a few 100,000 there, about 600,000. That might actually cause some problems for us. We may well need to pull out from there. We'll have to see. We'll go for investor. That's more fleets than I would have perhaps liked. We need more of our fleets to turn up here. As more of our fleets turn up here, this should become a more even battle. I'm using the Zarkan's Pilgrims because we can get more of the Zarkan's Pilgrims fleets back.
System survey complete.
That's not helpful from goal, but we'll manage. Okay, we've got maximum 1 artifact, so I'm going to reverse arcane technology, some for some engineering, and also sell some for some additional energy credits. Now that we've cleared out these 2 areas, we should be okay. Start moving elsewhere. Yes, we are also fighting the Ozo Vestige, which we need to be careful about, because at some point they're going to come and attack us, as I think they're already doing here. That being said, I don't think the Salimis and them are actually at war with each other, which is a shame, really. So far they're not really in our territory, so I'm less concerned. I want to deal with the L-Gate systems first, then we can deal with the Ozo Vestige afterwards. Let's bring these fleets back. They can come up to here and up to here in the corner. I don't know what we need to do to clear these guys out, but we're going to find out one way or another. You can research some debris. Is this now fully surveyed? It is, so let's get claiming it. We're going to need quite a bit of influence to do so, though. Let's take Corvette patterns. It's only 2 months and will actually help us in the long run. Yeah, we're going to need a bunch of influence for this, which is not ideal, but we're picking up influence at a fairly steady rate. We're still kind of having a crippling minerals issue. Food is not something that I'm worried about, but energy and minerals might be more of a problem. Voliots are no longer migrating with those people. That's fine, I don't particularly mind. I might send one more fleet over to help these guys out. I don't know, actually. Let's... who can we send? We can send the First Imperium up with these guys. Let's send the First Imperium over there as well. They should catch up at some point soon. Let's reinforce all our fleets as best needed. I'm expecting more problems as we go.
Technological acquisition successful.
but honestly, it's nothing that It's nothing that I think we can't handle. Let's go for cost of engineer or core of engineers for some additional costs. The more fleets that we send in there, the easier it should be. I'm still not going to focus on it too much because I'm concerned we're going to have some problems otherwise. I suspect this might be the main area up there. Some additional energy from our Blacktown mercenaries. That's going to give us some time. Excellent. Shield capacitors down. I'm actually looking at kind of economy things, but nothing at the moment that we can grab. I think we must have got that from one of our debris researchers, but that's absolutely fine. Construction ship, we should soon be ready to upgrade this. Right, you guys can all push through there now. We do have a science ship which isn't doing anything, so we'll send you up to survey this system because we want to clear this out as quickly as possible. Now, what are we expecting down here? Is this going to be the final area? Doesn't look like the final area. There's lots of these shattered worlds here, and I'm wondering if we might be able to do something with them. I don't know, but we'll find out, I'm sure. I just want to make sure that we get this area, not someone else. So let's start the process of building here. Excellent. In the meantime, let's maybe think about what else could be done. Let's also keep an eye on the Heirs of Vestige, who we are at war with. We actually did manage to deal with a big fleet of theirs fairly early on, because everyone seems to travel through the L-Gate systems. So pretty much their fleet power is non-existent now. So I'm kind of happy to let them do their own thing, to be honest. I know there's still a few other L-Gates around the galaxy, and there are some hostile fleets, like this Gray Tempest fleet down here. My hope is that some of the other guys can deal with these, and we can just deal with the main issue. I'm also going to send the Imperial Corps back to Roma. I think it's a bit too... kind of by itself up there. To be honest.
Technological acquisition successful.
Right, let's send these guys over. We're done with that. Let's head to this system. Got a new technology. Stormfire autocannon. Let's go for crystal forged plating in the future. But again, we're just learning some new techs at the moment. That resolution's failed, that's fine. Focus on the Gray Tempest will come next. I could push it to an emergency measure straight away. Ooh. Yeah, we'll push it to an emergency measure. There's no reason for us not to. Focus on the Gray Tempest. Quite a few of the powerful chaps in the past are in breach of galactic law. I suspect that might be because their fleets have been destroyed by some certain people. But here we go, we're starting to make some good progress here now. I think you were due to do something useful. You are still surveying, that's fine. You can stay here for now. With the construction ship that's here, we may as well pick up all these additional bits. You know, it's useful for us, we may as well.
Hostile fleet assets engaged.
It's a pretty big fleet there, but we are going in with the First Imperium, which is a pretty powerful fleet, and we will keep reinforcing it as best needed. I don't know what we really need to do to get rid of these guys, to be honest. Pirate treasure. Excellent, so we get some energy and some minor artifacts. I'm not going to say no to that. We did finally manage to get an L-Gate for ourselves here over at Quiet Dark. It took a lot of wrangling, and actually once the L-Gate invaders started to attack, we managed to clear that system for ourselves and take it, which is pretty useful. You head over here and survey this system, please. There's only 2 systems left now. So we'll keep these guys pushing upwards. If we clear out all this area, there shouldn't be anything else that these guys can do to us really at this point. I think L gates are usually more of a mid-game crisis than an end-game crisis, to be honest. So there's some people here at Wheel Cam, but not enough. Thankfully, this science ship is for the Nation of Perishing Light is cloaked, and therefore is acting as a little bit of a scout for us. It's a pretty significant force here at Gathria. But again, we should be able to deal with it. I don't think we should have too many issues. So we'll let those guys fight it out. And then probably all our remaining fleets can push down here to Will Cam, along with any of our military fleets from over here, can also join into Will Cam as well. And that should sort that out. And that technically should be the end of the L-Gate system, or the Gray Tempest, I should say. I don't know, it's just an educated guess, I would think, anyway.
Surface variable detected.
More anomalies, which we haven't had for such a long time. It's quite nice to be able to have them. So also presumably, yeah, there are going to be some hostile fleets around somewhere. I suspect, though, not many of them. I think it might literally be this fleet down here, this Gray Tempest fleet down here. In which case we might send the First Imperium to go deal with them. I think the First Imperium by themselves could probably manage.
System survey complete.
But we should probably actually send someone else with them, because it's only 96 days for them to get down there. So we'll send this group we'll send both these fleets. That's fine. Because it's a nice quick journey down for them. Because at the moment we still can't win because the galactic crisis is ongoing.
Technological acquisition successful.
More technology acquired, excellent. So that's the Corps of Engineers done. Let's go for... Ooh! Abandoned amusement park, how lovely. We'll go for advanced strike craft, we may well need them in the future. I think probably the rest of the guys are already dead. I don't see the L-Gate as too much of a problem, to be honest. You need to come down here and survey this system, thank you. And let's send any construction ships we have. It can just be this guy who's not doing anything. He can come up here to Kiram. And let's start getting some stuff built here. Because we cleared out all these guys here. I don't know if we're expecting anything exciting out of the L-Gate system or just some more airspace. Either way, it's not a bad thing for us to do, really. But let's head back down to here, because I'm gonna wait for this other Zarkhand's Pilgrims to arrive before we push through into dealing with these chaps here, the Gray Tempest. We do have some allied fleets with us, but we should wait for the Zarkhand's Pilgrims to arrive as well. They're not too far away at the moment. We may even get ourselves an artifact for killing off the L-Gate people. We'll have to see. I mean, we're definitely winning in terms of score now, about 20,000 ahead. And a lot of that is thanks to the Chims, although it has crippled our economy. Let's buy some more minerals. And we're going to have to sell some... Probably sell some of our consumer goods, because we have plenty of them. Right. Both fleets are here now, and actually the Zarkhand's Pilgrims are pushing ahead.
Hostile fleet assets.
So let's... Actually, the Zarkhand's Pilgrims are a bit further ahead than I would have liked here. But pretty soon we'll get the other fleets here, but we need to push in quickly because we're starting to struggle now a little bit. We might want these guys to push out, but I think we'll be okay. It will be a loss, but I think we'll manage. Gray Tempest fleet should go down. Excellent. You guys can return up to terminal egress. It won't take you all too long to get there. I'm going Galactic Crisis, but I don't see where else they are, to be honest. There must be some other fleets around somewhere. Just trying to see where they in fact are.
Complete.
Because at the moment, I don't see any. We're having more issues with our planets, as always. May as well build these mining stations. You can come down here and survey this system. Once this passes, this will also presumably help in that regard. I just don't know where else they are. Because we've cleared out that area. I'm just trying to look at all the other rail gates I know of and seeing if there's any problems there, but I don't see any. I'm trying to look out for any hostile fleets, because that would indicate to me either the Airgate issue or there's a vestige, as can be seen here. Right, logistics support contract ending. We will indeed support them for the additional naval capacity. I'm just wondering if maybe one of these places is somewhere we need to actually destroy permanently. I just can't quite work out where that is at the moment. I'm sure we'll find it, it's not a problem. Once you've done that, you can go survey Will Cam, and then we'll send someone else to go deal with Gatria. Construction ship, you can come down here. Actually, no, head up here. Get ready to build on that. Zonda, watch with Imperium, is ready to level up. Let's take Artillerist 3, that's fine. I feel like it's got to be here in Wilcan that we've got to deal with. I'm just not entirely sure what we need to do. Because this feels a little bit like a special system, but we'll have to see. Because at the moment victory is still not possible, I'm just not entirely sure what we're required to do, to be honest. I mean, we've dealt with the majority of things.
System survey complete.
Right, build that starbase. Because we do want to claim this land for ourselves, not for anyone else. Up to 96,000. We are starting to slowly claw back our energy problem. Speaking of which, the Chims, where are you? There we go. Could I negotiate our agreement or not yet? You guys are bulwark at the moment. I would love to increase this, but it doesn't seem like I can. But I could at least grab some research off you, if nothing else. Although that's going to require a lot of influence. Really, I just want my contributions back. I don't really care for you as a bulwark. Can I turn you into tributary? I mean, that would really help, actually. That would solve our economic conundrum. I don't really care. I don't need you as a military vessel. I'd much rather have you as a tributary.
System survey complete.
Let's see if we can do that.
Technological acquisition successful.
Can we bring you guys on as a tributary? Advanced Strikecraft is done. Let's go for Nanite transmuter we may well need in the future, and it's pretty cheap. If the Chims agree to this, this might solve our economic conundrum. Okay, so they're now a economic... They're now a tributary, so we go to terms of negotiation. They now contribute to us as opposed to vice versa. Which should mean this should all fix itself as time goes on. We'll have to see, but that might solve our economic issue. At least in part. Let's have a look. Oh, look at that. 6,000 energy. We're positive for minerals and positive for food. Fine. Chims, thank you. You're ruthless capitalists. We definitely wanted you as a tributary, to be honest. That's all I really wanted from you guys. That will solve a lot of problems for us. And will not give us any economic issues going forward, which is excellent. That's what we wanted. You can head down here to Gatria. Question is, what do we do? How do we defeat these guys?
Technological acquisition successful.
I know we've got this galactic crisis, but I do feel like we should be able to get rid of it fairly soon. Ancient Shield Overcharger. That sounds fun. I don't know what it does, but fun nonetheless. This is the only L-gate system I can see.
Construction complete.
So we'll have to see how that goes, but thankfully we have now fixed our issues with the Chims, which is great. You can push over here to this area. You, Mr. Science Ship, can do something, I don't know. Go on to automation, that's fine. Oh, that's probably it. That wasn't there before. Right. Don't push in there just yet. That's going to be the final system, isn't it? So, let's get everyone over to Satio. Everyone there. I didn't actually see that other hidden system just behind. That's going to have to be the final area, because that was not there before. Do we need more ships? I'm honestly not sure if we do. We could instead go for the contingency core, because I know we're building some complexes, so that should actually speed things up by about 300%. So let's see if that works. Also reverse arcane technology, excellent. It's got to be this area here because it's not named. It looks very suspicious. It's going to have to be that, I would think. So we're going to get everyone moving. Ready and waiting to deal with these guys. This is actually quite close to not passing because the Gagassians have decided not to join in here. I think it will pass and we can always end the session, but to be honest I think we're not that far off dealing with these guys anyway. I mean, we'll have to see, but as far as I can tell I think we'll not have too many issues. We'll get a construction ship over here to build the starbase. This construction ship here doesn't have the influence at the moment, so for the time being it's just going to have to wait there. More
technological acquisition.
More issues with our worlds, but that's fine really. Defense platform hold points, we could definitely do with some more, although that does take a long time to complete. There's anything else we would prefer to have instead. We'll go for the machine assembly complex. We might be able to really ramp up our population, and that might also help with our score. Not that I think we need it, because Subject Empires is really going to carry us over the line here.
Technological acquisition successful.
Dark matter resonance chamber is done. Ooh, dark matter deflectors. Yes, please. That sounds hilariously sexy. So let's do that. I'm expecting there to be a pretty big problem here. Can't end the session, but it looks like the Gagassians are back supporting us again, and really the Voliots are pretty powerful now, at least in terms of their diplomatic kind of weighting and diplomatic power. Once all our fleets are ready, we'll push in. I would like to probably try grab this territory down here more than anything else. Epsilon Cygni, because that looks pretty interesting. So we'll send a construction ship down that way. We'll also go to our fleet managers. It's lovely to have this positive economy again, thanks to the Chims. I mean, they're a very economically powerful civilization, so it's useful to have them in that regard. Right. All our military fleets, we're going to push in to this unknown system. We don't know what's going to be here, but I imagine this will be the final calling point of the Gray Tempest, which is technically a mid-game crisis from memory, so actually it's not as powerful as it would have been before. Oh yeah, this is going to be doable. It's going to be tough. This is why we need all our fleets here.
Construction complete.
Thankfully, as strong as these fleets are, they're not as terrible because there's only 6 ships per fleet. I'm actually going to pull off that because I think there will actually be some issues with the computer keeping up with that. We will definitely lose some fleet power here for sure.
Alert. Fleet unit
but
offline.
We're starting to really push through them now, which is the main thing. There's that factory system we're going to have to deal with, which I believe is the final hurdle. Our forces have succeeded in destroying the main facility of the Gray Tempest. With the neutralization of its subspace transmitter, all existing Tempest nanomachines have been rendered inert. Unable to maintain their cohesion, their ships have been dissolved into nothingness. Any planets that were covered by the Tempest's grey goo are now home to enormous swirling dust storms consisting of nothing but disabled nanites. With time and resources, these worlds could be possibly made habitable once more. And we claim Romston for ourselves. Excellent. Oh, these are all the worlds. These nanite worlds. Once we've researched the climate restoration technology, we'll be able to terraform this into a habitable world. Oh, look at that. And we can we turn these into Gaia worlds? We can't, but presumably once we've settled them we can. So, let's get going. It's been a while since we've had territory that we've been able to grab, so I'm going to I'll terraform them into continental worlds for the time being. I don't know how long it's going to take. Only a year, that's not too bad at all. We're going to terraform all of these into continental worlds for the time being, and go from there. This is very exciting. It's been so long since we've had more places to actually land on. So terraform all these continental. We'll also then terraform them all into. We'll terraform them all into Gaia worlds afterwards. That's fine, because we can actually do that. I believe Blacktown mercenaries were on Encourage, or possibly the First Imperium fleet. I think is on Encourage. You can now go to Discourage. Everyone can go home. That's fine. All our relative fleets, I think, can probably go home now as well. Probably can head back to Romulus just for the time being. We don't need them here at the moment, so we'll send them back to Romulus while we work on these lands. The Romulus habitat complex is now complete. Let's go have a look at that. Doing a bunch of terraforming, and we'll do some more terraforming momentarily. Let's go have a look at the... Here we go, at the habitat. We're going to need to colonise this Romulus habitat complex, and of course we'll go with Find a species only, that's the one. Roman Primus 2, because they are the best. Low habitability, but I'm sure we can change it. I think we already have Romulus. We don't have Romulus Prime, so that can actually settle, that's fine. Right, I want to build a starbase here. I don't even know if we need to do anything at Romston, but we may as well get that surveyed, because I imagine there'll be some useful tech here, or something useful for defeating the Elgate system. We're definitely going to take all these worlds for ourselves. And the Salimis have decided that's enough. Same for the Oginoloks. Fine. We do probably need to go deal with the Praku at some point.
Council agenda ready.
But that's fine. Let's launch the... Let's deal with that in a second. We'll launch the open markets. And we'll set a agenda of... Let's go for happiness, because we're going to be setting some new worlds. We've got a new terraforming candidate here. At Gatria 1, that's fine. We can definitely terraform that as time goes on. You can now be terraformed into a continental world. Wonderful. We're going to claim all these planets. It's probably going to be a little too late for us to be doing anything major with these planets, but it's just nice to have them. Bunch of diplomatic things happening. Let's get rid of all these little notifications that we don't need anymore. I'm pretty happy that we've managed to take out the L-gates. We've been pushing for that for a long time. We finally managed it. Thanks to the Gagassians who actually opened the L-gates for us. You're building the starbase there, excellent. You we'll need to build a starbase out there, but we can't do this so for the time being. Perhaps we should actually change our government. Perhaps we should actually change what we're doing in terms of our government, because we probably don't need infinite opportunities. We can probably actually go for... There's something which allows us to
System survey complete.
grab something, I think, at cheaper claim influence. Oh yeah, claim influence cost down. Let's actually push the military build up just to do that. Right, you build all these stations, please. Get you guys terraforming into continental worlds. Plenty of land we can take here. This is excellent. You're ready to go. Ooh, we've got superiority from the Huvans. That's nice, I suppose. You come up here. And
Hostile assets engaged.
claim this.
Technological acquisition successful.
Got the Urza vestige around. Ancient shield overcharges done. Let's go for Galactic Stock Exchange, or Orbital Stock Exchange, maybe. Strategic Coordination Center. That sounds like a fun megastructure to do. Let's do that. Make sure everyone is terraforming as we should be. We will go there and just annoy the Urza vestige as well, because they're being annoying. They're pretty powerful, but nothing that we can't handle, I would think. Pirate fleet's up there, but that's okay. Score now, we are about 22,000 ahead of the Imperial Core, and actually a lot of that is from the Chims. The Chims have actually really helped us out a lot here, to be honest. They've kind of saved us in that regard. Let's just make sure we can't add any more benefits on. You could be... I was supposed to you could be replaced with another city district, but you can't. And we've already built all the max city districts across the Empire that we can. Just double checking. Yeah, we've done all we can there. But that's fine. There's another potential nanite world there. Excellent.
Anomalous surface variable detected.
And some anomalies as well. How exciting.
Planetary settlement procedure initiated.
So, okay, Romulus Prime is being settled, and we have... Hello, Renowned Paragon. You are an ambassador. Oh, you're a spy person. I don't need a spy person. To be perfectly honest, I'm not sure it's needed. At the moment, anyway. Right, you're building that starbase. These guys are not far off from being completed, which is excellent. I think we've probably got this in hand now, unless some dramatic crisis happens in the next 20 years, like the Imperial Core collapses. And, you know, I think we'll probably be okay. But we'll see, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm excited to finally get some new worlds to land on. It's been so long since we've colonised some new planets, and now we're colonising quite a bit, to be honest. This will probably be a new sector. We've got the frontier sector, home sector of Roma. Let's proceed carefully. We get some additional energy. That's fine, if not very exciting.
Construction complete.
Right, you're ready to be terraformed. Excellent. Let's do so. Intercontinental world. An aggression pack from the Voliots. That's fine. At the moment,
Communications alert.
at the moment, it's probably kind of better for us to not attack anyone. To be perfectly honest, I would think. Construction ship will come back through for Akolam. That's fine. I actually prefer you come over here. Ready to do that. As soon as these are ready to be transformed into actual worlds, this might even deal with our overpopulation and unemployment problem, because people will be able to migrate to these new systems, I would think, which is excellent. Let's buy some more of these strategic resources that we actually use. Ah, the Chims were such a good addition to our empire. They cause some problems. Look at all those worlds we can grab. Goodness me. Right. We could terraform these guys into Gaia worlds, but let's at least get them colonized first. Found a species starting off with. Primus V2. These will just be named after their original thing. That's fine. Then we've already terraformed one of these guys. Let's colonize the other one. Already has a planned colony, so that one's done. Fine. Let's go to these guys over here. Colonize as many as possible, of course. So this will be Prudenius Prime. This will actually be Alpha Beta. Let's call this Charlie. Prudenius Charlie, that's fine. And we need one for the second one as well. And that will be... No, that's the wrong one. There we go. This will be Prudenius Beta. Got plenty of things to colonize here. This is great. Found a species. So this will be Terminal Egress Prime. That's fine. And then got some other ones to colonize as well. This will be Terminal Egress Beta. And then this one will be Charlie. Terminal Egress Charlie. There we go. There's going to be a lot of alloys, or a lot of colony ships being built. Let's go down to our shipyards and see what's going on there. Lots of colony ships being built, but thankfully not too long for actually to be done. You guys are still unsurveyed. War exhaustion. Our vassal, commonly brought in Dreamer, sent a messenger with a detailed communique about the struggles their empire is going through because of the wars we've forced them into. Knowing the nature of the diplomatic contact they agreed to, it comes as a bit of a surprise they've started asking us to change our policies for their sake. That's fine, I'm happy to help them along. I want to keep the Imperial Core stable. Neutral Defenders is up next, that's
Systems
fine by me. You can now be brought inside the Empire. Romston. You may as well also be transformed into Gaia worlds. It's going to take you quite some time. There's no reason for us not to turn you into Gaia worlds. More energy from these guys. Excellent. Transform you into Gaia. The more we can terraform into Gaia, the more benefits we'll get. Same with all these guys here as well. We have the ability to turn everything to Gaia. There's no reason for us not to. Gaia just makes everyone happier and makes for better places for our civilians, and hopefully all these guys will now have somewhere to actually come to, which will be the main thing. You can just go back to base. Same with all these guys, you can just go on Sunship Automation. You just return to base. Same with you. Basically all our sunships can now return home now that we've done this. That's fine. Plenty of good benefits that we'll get from this land. You're ready to be colonised, I believe. So Primus V2, that's fine. You'll be Epsilon Cygni Prime. And we're going to terraform you straight into a Gaia world. You need to be colonised as well, though. So you will be Epsilon Cygni Beta. So we're going to have so many planets. Right, terraform you into a Gaia world. And same with this chappie as well. I'd say we're doing pretty well. And this might finally sort out our overcrowding issue from the rest of our planets. With 20 years left, I think things are looking pretty good. But we will definitely push forward to the conclusion. For now, though, we'll pause things there. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.